Imagine waking up as a comedian and going to bed as the president of a country at war. This isn't fiction. This is the real-life story of Volodymyr Zelenskyy, from laughter on stage to commands in the war room. His transformation stunned the world. Today, in this episode of Story of Legends *, we uncover the incredible journey of a man who defied every expectation. Stay tuned, subscribe now, and let's begin. Volodymyr Oleksandrovich Zelenskyy was born on January 25, 1978, in Kryvyi, a city in central Ukraine. Raised in a Jewish family during the post-Soviet era, he experienced a modest upbringing. His father, Oleksandr Zelenskyy, was a professor and cybernetics specialist. His mother, Rima, worked as an engineer. Even in childhood, Zelenskyy showed signs of being different, bright, witty, and unusually charismatic. Despite living under the shadow of Soviet rule, he had dreams much larger than his surroundings. Zelenskyy was exposed to multiple cultures and languages early on, shaping the open-minded, globally aware leader we know today. Zelenskyy's academic journey led him to Kryvyi Economic Institute, where he pursued a law degree. But destiny had other plans. Although he completed his studies, he never practiced law. Instead, his heart gravitated toward performance, satire, and storytelling. During his college years, he joined a local comedy troupe, which would later become Kvartal 95, a group that launched his entertainment career and introduced him to millions across Ukraine. With his troupe Kvartal 95, Zelenskyy created hit TV shows, comedic sketches, and films, one of the most famous. Servant of the People *, a satirical TV series where he played a humble teacher who accidentally becomes president. It was wildly popular, but no one expected it to foreshadow his real political future. Zelenskyy's unique ability to connect with the everyday citizen, to speak their language with humor and honesty, made him a beloved figure far beyond entertainment. In 2018, something unbelievable happened. Zelenskyy declared his candidacy for president of Ukraine. Many thought it was a joke or a publicity stunt. But the public was tired of corruption, tired of politics as usual. Zelenskyy, the outsider, promised change. His campaign was built on transparency, anti-corruption, and unity. He used social media masterfully, reaching young voters and rural communities alike. In April 2019, he won the presidency by a landslide, defeating incumbent Petro Poroshenko with over 70% of the vote. Becoming president was only the beginning. Zelenskyy inherited a nation struggling with economic instability, Russian aggression, and political division. Critics questioned his inexperience. Could a comedian handle a country in crisis? He surprised many. Zelenskyy tackled corruption, initiated judicial reforms, and pushed digital transparency in governance. His style was direct, modern, and people-centered. Still, darker clouds were gathering on the horizon. The conflict with Russia, which had started in 2014 with the annexation of Crimea, continued to simmer. Zelenskyy initially sought peace, even engaging in negotiations with Vladimir Putin, but as provocations grew, his tone shifted. He appealed to NATO and the EU, calling for stronger ties and protection. He understood what was coming, though no one could fully predict the scale. On February 24, 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The world watched in disbelief. Many expected Zelenskyy to flee. Instead, he picked up his phone and recorded a simple, powerful message: "I'm here. We're not leaving. We will defend Ukraine." That moment changed everything. He became a global symbol of courage, resilience, and patriotism. Zelenskyy led from the front, not just politically, but emotionally. He rallied international support, addressed parliaments around the world, secured billions in military aid, and kept the Ukrainian people inspired. His olive green shirt and simple backdrop became a symbol of wartime defiance. He didn't hide, he stood shoulder to shoulder with his people. Time magazine named him Person of the Year. His leadership under fire shocked the world. Behind the camera, Zelenskyy is a husband and father. His wife, Alina Zelenska, also a former screenwriter, became an outspoken voice for Ukraine. Together, they faced enormous risks, separation, and the constant threat of assassination. Despite the danger, Their bond became an emblem of unity and strength. Their 2 children were kept away from public view for safety, but Zelenskyy often mentioned them, reminding the world of the human cost of war. Like any leader, Zelenskyy wasn't free from criticism. Some questioned his wartime decisions, restrictions on media, or delay in reforms. His dealings with Western arms and policies sparked debate. But in the face of an existential war, most Ukrainians stood by him. His approval ratings, once doubted, soared. He became more than a politician, he was a wartime president, a unifier, and a voice of resistance. Zelenskyy reshaped Ukraine's place in global politics. He became a frequent speaker at global summits, constantly advocating for Ukrainian sovereignty. He formed close alliances with European leaders, the US and NATO. Though Ukraine wasn't yet a member, he pushed the conversation forward. His presence on the global stage made him a statesman far beyond expectation. As of 2025, Zelenskyy remains president. He continues to lead his country through one of the darkest chapters in its history. At 47 years old, he has become a seasoned leader, once doubted, now respected. His net worth, once estimated modestly before taking office, has remained relatively stable, as public scrutiny and transparency laws have kept his finances under watch. He is not known for personal wealth, but for national impact. Kyiv, still the capital of Ukraine, stands as a symbol of survival and resistance. Zelenskyy's story is not over, but even now, his legacy is cemented in history. From the stage of a comedy club to the battlefield of geopolitics, he showed the world that courage isn't always born from politics, it's born from conviction. He taught us that leadership is not about titles, but about standing firm when everything falls apart. This was the journey of Volodymyr Zelenskyy, a man who turned comedy into courage and fear into leadership. His story is still unfolding, but one thing is certain: legends are not born, they are made. If this story inspired you, subscribe to Story of Legends for more. Because the world needs more stories that move us, teach us, and remind us of the strength we all carry inside.